lately, you've been the one going out and getting cigarettes. Unpaid bill.
I did. I bought a whole carton.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
So talk about what you're doing. I saw a little preview of it when you guys came to visit the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
So
we're on the
I
Tonight Show.
can I assume that when and Juliet, which is the name of your Broadway play, am I assuming that it's the Romeo and Juliet told through the music of Max Martin?
Yeah, it's like a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. So Romeo doesn't die, and Juliet. I'm not gonna spoiler alert it. Juliet doesn't die. Nobody dies, and they come back. And Romeo comes back to life, and uh, yeah, and it's all the music of Max Martin. So it's like The Weeknd and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and Ariana
Nobody
Grande.
dies, so they get married and they live happily ever after. That's what.
No, I don't want to ruin it all. You got to come
Oh,
see
okay,
it.
okay. Oh, okay, still drama. Okay, it's still drama.
Which reminds me, we should have a Questlove Supreme visits the Broadway because that's never happened and would be hilarious. At some point, whenever Phonte decides to leave the house,
You
we
know
should
what
all
it
get
is, Bill.
together.
You know what it is.
I left the house. I came for Atlanta. I'm down to do it, man. I always support you, bro. I show up.
Oh, well,
Yes.
New York trip.
2022 was a better year because Phonte came out the house. I had a whole conversation with somebody this weekend about Phonte coming out the house. Man, the things that changed, I gotta tell you.
I see.
Yeah.
So, Sugar Steve, how was your 2022?
Good. Got a lot of
Nice. Nice. No, for real. How was your 2022, Steve?
It was pretty good, getting back to normal, and did a lot of records for
Wait a minute.
JMI.
Maybe it's me.
Hey.
Oh, that was you. You really didn't know you cut Steve off like that. That was you. Yeah. We thought you was joking. That's
This
not.
fool is frozen now.
That was amazing. I just thought he was being a jerk. That
Me
joke.
too. I was like,
Wait, I thought y'all were being assholes. I was like, why y'all fucking with me?
We thought you were being an asshole.
Yeah, you should cut the man off.
What a good start to the day.
Yeah, this is Questlove Supreme. So, did Steve answer my question?
Yeah, he said he got a lot of stuff coming on JMI. What you got dropping, Steve?
We just dropped Sasha Berliner. She's a vibraphone player, and we got David Murray album coming out, and Lage Lund is coming out. He's a Norwegian guitar player. We got a 3-platter solo piano Ray Angry box set coming out soon.
Wow.
And, we got a Mike Mitchell album coming out, solo drums, Mike Mitchell.
You know what I want from Ray Angry?
Mm.
Can you challenge Ray Angry to do one album with just his right hand?
Like Ravel, but with the right hand, not the left.
Yeah, basically.
I'm into it.
I want to see if Ray can actually. I want to see how creative Ray gets when you put a handicap on it.
Yeah, we'll call it righty.
All right. What about the what's the project called? Three Guys Walk Into a.
Yeah, and we recorded an album with Quest and Ray and David Murray.
Yeah.
And we're actually calling that Plumb, Plumb, which means to dig deep. And it's going to be another 4-platter box set, actually. And the box is going to be plum colored velvet.
Yeah.
Is it just like free and groovy, or is there charts? Like, what is it?
What are we to find out what my project's called?
Well, we called one of the songs Pleiadians. Is that what?
Pleiadians? Yeah. That was I suggested we call it 3 Pleiadians walk into a bar, but yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I wanted a Pleiadian angle only because I feel like David Murray and Ray Angry are,
From outer space.
probably really the only two
Context
figures
clues
I
right
know
here.
that
Context
just
clues. Context clues.
For those who don't know, Pleiadians is it's a galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like
Thank
the
you,
highest
Steve.
level of the galaxy.
Okay.
It's said that they're watching us, like when you get inspiration or ideas, like, oh, I should do that. Like that's
Pleiadian.
your antenna. They're suggesting it to you. So
In answering Bill's question, I think it was Bill. It was mostly improvised. There's one or two songs that came in with charts, but the rest of it was wholly improvised.
That's cool.
The
Very
last 4 songs we did were kind of amazing. I like those. I kind of hope that you sequence it backwards. Like the last song we did was awesome, and and work your way backwards. That's my suggestion. But Laiya,
Yeah, what's up?
how was your 2022? You look
Man.
glowy right now. Is this
You
because we know that
look-
we're? Is,
I'm
well,
not
no.
gonna let
I mean, there's no
I
Lenny.
you
There's no
out,
Lenny Kravitz here. So
No, but I know at 2022 brought us to the screen, so people are watching, and your shit always looks so, moist and glowy.
are
So
people? Well, I just got off stage, so whenever
I don't
I
know.
literally just got done the Tonight Show. But
Oh, okay. Oh, that's makeup. Okay. Well, no, 2022 was good for me.
actually, it's
was-
not makeup. I mean, I wash my face.
Then
But
floss
yeah.
it. That's what I'm saying. You eat the good vegetables, you do the right things, you drink the water.
Well, that too. But I mean, like we have our barber and our you get cuts every day. Like
You're just not good with these
there's the fun part
compliments.
of doing late night television where you get fresh cuts and
Oh, yeah.
get shaped up
Okay.
and all that stuff. So
All right.
anyway, how was
Yeah.
your year like? You've not talked about comedy. Are you still having a dream of comedy?
Oh, don't do that. Somebody just did that to me the other day because they were listening to like a classic QLS episode. And they were like, oh, hey, how's your comedy doing? I was like, oh, I started work. I was going to talk about how happy I was about 2022 till you brought that up. But
I'm sorry.
that's all right. No. I do need to work on that. And that's what it is. I just have 3 amazing podcasts and they
Yes, you
take some
do.
time. And they've been great this year. This year this year was the first time I did my own voicing an animated series, thanks to Bill Sherman over there. That was pretty cool.
Bill Sherman, look out.
Yes. And this was the year that I had my first surgery in my whole damn life and got 28 damn objects taken out my body. And now my stomach is flatter and I'm healthier because of it. So,
Congratulations.
Wow.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Phonte, bro,
Yeah.
y'all have been killing.
Phonte busy.
I don't think we've done a proper episode since the return of Sherman Showcase,
That's true.
Yeah.
but y'all really
It's on the airplane. Oh my God. I was
Oh,
watching
it's
on
on
the
the
airplane.
airplane?
Yes. I was watching on the
yeah.
airplane. Yes.
Word up.
yeah, man. Can you just talk about like this is one of the gems. Well, first of all, now that we have a visual, as you guys can see,
Right.
I think almost every episode of Questlove Supreme always has an episode of Soul Train playing around in the background.
Wow. That's cool. I wish this is the first time you showed that.
Well, yeah, I think I was playing ignorant, not knowing that these episodes were actually going on the air. How are our numbers looking? Are we like in competition with the
We're
$1 million
Howard
worth
Stern.
of game now?
Yeah.
I don't think
we're still in our soft launch stage, first of all. So those who know. I mean, I feel like Cousin Jake should say the official words of that, but yeah, we're still but we're doing really good for our soft launching. Shout out to DJ Drama because he's been posting a lot from that
Been going
episode.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
Drama, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Those
So
Atlanta
that-
episodes. Yeah. Sorry.
But that's it. Yeah, if you don't know, Sherman Showcase, show created by former Tonight Show writers Bashir Saliuddin and Diallo Riddle.
Former guest of Questlove Supreme.
Absolutely.
Yeah, former guest of Questlove Supreme, but really utilizing the versatile sort of talents of our own Fontigolo, and also give it a shout out to Zoe.
Mhm.
Both of y'all did most of the music or all the music. Like, what's the process for this?
We did pretty much most of them for this. I mean, we've done most for the last like 2 seasons, but generally how it goes, they'll send us Diallo will send me like a sheet of just kind of ideas or like prompts that they might have or whatever. And it might be 30 joints. And of that 30, me and Zoe sit down and we'll just kind of figure out the ones that are most interesting to us. And
Mhm.
it's like, okay, I like this one, or okay, we've never done this kind of song before. Let's try this, or like we've never done an Afrobeat song. Let's try that.
Right.
And
That's crazy.
you know what I'm saying? And then we just kind of just sit down and just go from there. And we just map it out and just do them. And I try to do when I do them, I do the vocal. I'll do like the demo vocal, but it's really just to give the actors an idea of what to do. But 9 times out of 10, they end up keeping my demo vocal on the joint. So the one that I just put up, Yo Keep Flowing, that was a
Dog.
they wanted to
Dog. Dog.
That was crazy.
I put on Zoe's Joy. Like, I know it said 96, but y'all went straight 91 with that joy.
Yeah, it
like
was
that is
91,
my
92.
favorite. That's my favorite joy, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, that one was super that one was fun. That was we did that one during COVID. Well, shit, not that COVID over, but we did it early in the pandemic when COVID first hit. And so normally when I'm doing the stuff for Sherman's, I have the homies come over and just do it, if I need female vocals or whatever, I just have like, the homies pull up. If I need crowd, we'll all shout or whatever. But for COVID, everyone was locked down.
Wait, I thought all those voices rhyming weren't you?
Yeah, they were me. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why, because I couldn't call nobody.
Were they distorted or were you just doing voices?
It was me just doing different voices. So I would just take the mic and I would put the mic like in the middle of the room and just kind of I put cue cards down because I'm imagining like, all right, if it's 4 dudes in a group or 5 dudes in a group, they're probably standing around the mic. So I just put cue cards in like a semicircle around the joint, and every cue card I just did a different voice and then like panned it and did all that to make it sound like a good joint.
Yeah, but, I legit thought that y'all were it was like it was so good. I actually started listening to Trends of Culture album again.
Off and on. All right. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the skins.
Wait, they're from North Carolina, right?
No. That was Yak Fu. Yak Fu Front was from North Carolina. Not the Yak Fu Front. But
okay.
Now Trends of Culture, they were I don't remember where they were from. But yeah, so
they better be from New York. So.
Right. But that was it, man. So that's normally how it goes. It just starts with the idea. We'll sit down and me and Zoe bang it out. And I do the references and kind of write, rearrange the songs if I need to, whatever. And that's it.
Shout out to you and Zoe, because both of y'all too has shed like the LBs this year. Crazy, right? That's what I heard. That Zoe came down crazy.
Yeah, Zoe came down crazy. Yeah. He came down crazy. He's been doing real good. Shout out to Zoe. And shout out to Bashir and Diallo, man, just for letting us do us. You know what I mean? They really are just guys that, they cut the check and get out the way. And that's like my favorite way to create. They really trust us.
Yes, sir.
Cut the check.
Get out of the way.
So, boss, how about your 2022?
It's too surreal to talk about, man, because
it started crazy.
Like it really feels like all that happened like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not even 8 months ago. So, and the fact that something weird happens like every 5 days, that I'm just on a Steph Curry half-court shot streak right now. So, I will say though that probably of everything that happened this year, and everything that you could imagine that happened to me or that could happen to a person has happened to me. But I will probably say that, and I'm really guarded and careful on how I don't want to be typecast as this guy or whatever. But I'll say before that my thing was like, I'm the guy that's waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. I will say that the most important thing that happened in 2022 is like I found myself. And that whole like, yeah, man, I'm trying to learn to love myself better. Whatever. It's happening now. Like if it really happened in September, and where like I'm owning the shit, I feel like a new person, and like I'm generally happy, like, and not like I feel guilty about being happy. Like
What do you attribute that to?
enthusiastically happy. So, and and I know it's weird to sort of declare that in some of the worst times in recent memory, but I really can't help. Like I feel optimistic and happy. So,
what brought that about? How did you arrive at that place?
Yeah.
I'll say like a month. It was the polar opposite of it. Maybe 3 weeks after the Oscars, and then I got COVID. So there was like a 5-week period where, the exact opposite happened, and and it's not even. It has nothing to do with the slap. I think, just in general, like this is how it was with my prom night. Like any big event that you just like have high expectations for, it happens, and then when it's over, there's going to be a drop, so
it's like doing cocaine.
Yes.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, I do. Let me tell you, it's like doing cocaine. Just let it play. It's fine. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it is what
let
it
it
is.
go. We seen it.
It's all good, bro.
But yeah, it was a drop, and actually, shout out to I hope I can share this. Ezra Elderman, who is currently right now directing the mammoth Prince documentary. He's the gentleman that did the OJ documentary, the 5-part.
Yeah, the 5-point joint. Oh wow.
Right. He won an Oscar for OJ in 2015. And right now, I think when he started, it was supposed to be like maybe a a 6 to 7 hour Prince documentary. He's definitely in the double digits of the hours right now. Like
the last dance.
He might have Obama gray hair right now. That's how stressful it is. Like getting in Prince's world. But he was really, really there for me to like put it in context. Because the thing is like once
you put the win in context, you mean the Oscar win in context?
Well, because the thing was like the drop was so low, like 10 days later, that it's real depression, and I don't want to, especially now, especially when we're watching the antics of he who gets on my nerves right now. I don't want to loosely like throw around like words like depression or that sort of thing. But yeah, and there were moments where like I was balled up in a corner in fetal position, and where my loved ones had to like, all right, you okay, man? Like, should I send you somewhere? And they sent me on my first vacation ever. Like, I had to go to Mexico and just do nothing for a couple weeks. But I talked to Ezra, and Ezra's like, you're not the only person to go through this. Like, literally, he just named me a list of other people that went through similar experiences. It's the amount of preparation and the amount that you put your body through. And this could also maybe explain the Monique situation as well. Like anyone that dares enter the arena of trying to win an Oscar, and you have to give 10 months of your life. And this could also explain the Will thing. Like, when you get to the finish line, there's a level of anxiety that I can't really explain. And
I see, because for the last 10 months of your life, that's been your life, and now it's over. So
and it's over. So it's like, what do you do? And you're managing expectations, who's happy for you, who's not happy, and all that stuff. So I will say that for 3 weeks it was bad. And then I got it together. Well, once I got COVID, then I had other problems to deal with, because it's no joke living with like half an air pipe. There was probably the most dangerous part about COVID. I know this is weird to say, but I was talking to a comedian friend of mine, and I started laughing. but I was like gut laughing hard, and then I realized that I couldn't inhale, and that shit scared the shit out of me. Now, only because I do like deep level, um, I've been on my meditation and breathing exercise joint. So there's the kind of a breathing exercise called DMT exercise where it's like it's heavy breathing, but it's what Navy SEALs do to learn how to hold their breath for like 3 minutes. Yeah, dog. Like I was holding my breath for like 50 seconds before I could slowly inhale again. So, once the COVID thing sort of replaced whatever anxiety, because it's not like you're fighting for your life, but you're treating it seriously. And then that was sort of like my reset thing where I just stayed in bed for 2 weeks, and then it was July, and then I don't know, it got way better. So that's my long
Always.
drawn out
Was it
thing.
what was it like going from, because you mentioned about it before, going from the level of famous that you are to now another level of fame where you got people texting?
I don't know. It still feels the same. It still feels the same. Just a lot a lot of people that were alive during that era, are just more vocal about it. I mean, at its weirdest, it'll be like, Elton John will cold call you, or Spielberg will cold call you. So I mean, I definitely nuanced a lot more friendships than I ever have. But for
And when you get
now,
those calls from those people, what do they say? Is it congratulations? Is it more work they're offering? Like,
I mean, some of it is work. Some people like want to know, with a lot of pitch meetings. So, right now, I guess the general rule is if there's a press clipping about it, then I can talk about it. So right now I can only talk about Sly and the Family Stone.
gotcha.
I don't necessarily talk about the producing thing. So like the James Brown thing and the Descendant thing and all that stuff. I mean, producing isn't rubber stamping. Like I'm still like
Involved.
actively pounding the pavement and campaigning and all that stuff. So I'm not rubber stamping like the producing part. Like most executive producers, like, hey, just slap my name on it and we're good. So, but as far as what I'm doing, I've agreed to direct 7 other films.
Good
2
God.
are scripted, 5 are documentaries.
Okay.
And
What's the time period of that, sir?
Yeah, I must.
yeah, so
That's like a decade.
No, it ain't.
That's a decade.
It's not for him. He gonna do it in
no,
5
it
years.
is okay. So one of the films I have a co-director, so that will alleviate some of the work. But I'll say that right now, I'm not going to accept anything else until these 7 projects are done, and I'll say like 2028, that'll be over.